a lot of massive kind of support has come in today.
Why other countries are attracted to the Pakistani seafood market
that will impact Pakistan in a positive way. Pakistani blue economy.
So it is not only
They to have adverse consequences.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the E-Talk. In this show, we discuss about 5 E's, that is Earth, Environment, Energy, Economy and Education. Today, we are going to talk about Pakistan's seafood export, which turns out to be a breakthrough, especially in the financial year of 2023. I am joined by my 3 guests here in the studio. I have Eti Basa from Ghana. He is a development specialist. I have also Akriti from India. She is a business analyst. I'm also being joined by Haja. She is from Algeria and she is also an analyst. Thank you.
According to a report by Dawn on July 20th, Pakistan's seafood exports have achieved an unprecedented milestone, reaching a remarkable $496 million during the financial year 2022 to 2023. This surge signifies a significant boost in Pakistan's seafood industry. Looking ahead, there is potential for Pakistan's seafood exports to even reach the impressive milestone of $100 billion.
How do you see Pakistan's seafood export? Do you believe that it could further surge and can play its due part in Pakistan's ailing economy?
Yeah, I think that Pakistan holds a huge potential in terms of seafood production and export. For one, historically, the Pakistani long coastal line has been a fertile ground for the breeding of so many species of fish. In recent times too, we have had this support, a massive kind of development initiative coming from the Belt and Road Initiative, which has increased energy production in Pakistan. And you know, the seafood industry relies a lot on energy. So with that initiative and the China-Pakistan economic corridor, a lot of massive kind of support has come into the seafood sector, which has improved its prospects.
I will say that one of the reasons is the depreciation in the Pakistani currency. And why this is one of the reasons why other countries are attracted to the Pakistani seafood market, where they find it much cheaper and the transportation have been improved. From Pakistan to China, if you take an example, they have a road service right now.
Owing to CPEC,
yes.
to China-Pakistan economic corridor.
With CPEC, as you mentioned. So these all are the reasons why people are like the countries like USA, China, they are more attracted to the seafood market in Pakistan, because this is much cheaper if you compare to some other countries.
Indeed, I see that the Pakistani blue economy would actually grow, especially as mentioned before that now the bans are being lifted. So that means the market is getting larger. And obviously that will impact Pakistan in a positive way, economically and even politically, because as we know, political parts and economic parts are always related to each other.
Now, because of the CPEC, you know, it is very much connected to the rest of Pakistan and also to the Xinjiang province of China. How do you see that, how much potential it can gather for Pakistan and can boost Pakistan's economy, keeping the blue economic potential Pakistan has?
Because of the CPEC corridor, both of the countries has been in benefit, okay? So the best thing was when this CPEC came, it provided 200,000 200,000 jobs, and 6,000 megawatt electricity to Pakistan.
And more than 5,000 kilometers of highways.
Yes, I'm coming to that. So yeah, this highway, this has called one of the blessing to Pakistan and also for the seafood market. Why? Because running refrigerator trucks in this highway has boosted up the seafood market in China, of course. And also now China is buying sesame oil and rice from Pakistan. So it is not only selling, but they are also buying.
As she mentioned, the high roads, those ones will make it very easy for import exports between the two countries, especially China and Pakistan. China is one of the biggest consumers of seafood, which means that that's one of the sustainable clients for the Pakistani seafood market. And also, China is also one of the most important exporters in the world. So a lot of products can be coming in and out from Pakistan to China and vice versa. So obviously that will help, and I believe that it won't only end between China and Pakistan, but it will also include other neighboring countries in the future, which obviously will make it a lot easier to trade between the countries, and it will boost the economy of Pakistan, obviously.
Recently, we have seen that Japan is also adamant to have an effluent discharge, nuclear discharge into the sea. How much it will affect the ocean, the health of the oceans in general, and especially the striving economies of the neighboring countries?
The fact that people think that the spillage will have adverse consequences on seafoods in terms of their pollution, consumers are likely to take it back and then try to resent buying seafoods. So it will affect not only Japan, but all of us will be affected adversely. So in that regard, I think that we need to manage this thing better. And a regional approach will help with all the stakeholders, including even the environmental NGOs and some of the experts who are raising concerns. Getting them on the table will help remedy the whole situation.
Actually, I wanted to also add something. It won't only affect humans or seafood. You know that we all know that trees are the main resource for oxygen. But actually, the oceans are the main resource of oxygen, especially the ocean plants. And those plants in the oceans are very sensitive to any nuclear discharge or oil splits. And if we lose that ocean, like the ocean marine life, we will lose oxygen. And that's what our globe depends on. So it's not only about humans, it's all about the existence of life itself. So that will have an effect on trade, but it won't have that much of effect. It will have effect on the fishing, as he mentioned it. Because now if the nuclear, they're saying they are trying to purify the water. But then the nuclear, we all know that the nuclear substance, they don't vanish. You can purify the water as much as you want, but they will stay there until their lifetime is done. Some of them, they stay for billions of years.
To wrap up the discussion, Pakistan has reaped benefits through seafood exports, which is a breakthrough, an all-time hit, about $496 million in financial year 2023. But at the same time, experts believe that Pakistan blue assets has the potential of hitting up to $100 billion. But it is only possible when there is much more priority from Pakistan's government. At the same time, China-Pakistan Economic Corridor has provided a better platform to boost Pakistan's economy as far as the blue economy is concerned. I'm signing off from eTalk Now. Until next time, goodbye.